All right, so again, I don't know why they have this listed twice on the website. It looks like you got both the same tools here, but $6.99 for both. $6.49. All right, so again, you got a very mishmashed saw set here. Well, one's an 18 volt, all right, and one is a 12 volt. Now, the one thing with the chainsaw, guys, that I've noticed is I think it's still the only outdoor power tool that they are continuing to keep that 12 amp hour battery with. Hopefully, we'll see here. And again, listen, a lot of people have bad things to say about this saw. I think it's an absolute awesome saw. If it was an 18 volt or 12 volt, obviously it's a 12 volt, and that makes it even better because you don't need something that size to be an 18 volt. A lot of power. I absolutely love this saw. Um, Believe me, you will use this saw a lot more than you think. All right, but I think it's 179, 229 for the kit. You're not really saving too much. Let me just see if it comes with the 12 amp hour still. Because if you notice, guys, a lot of these OPE tools from Milwaukee have done what I said that they would do. As soon as that 8 amp hour battery came out, is they would switch over to it. All right. You're still getting the 21700. Well, excuse me, the 9 amp hour battery. Okay, the 9. And yes, you do. You get the 12 amp hour. I think I died. All right, so here are the differences, and I'm glad that you can finally see these up on the website. All right, now they did have these up for a while, but there was no price on them. All right, so my point being, you're not saving anything by going with the Gen 1 version of each one of these. All right, now you are getting more lumens, okay? I believe the Gen 1 flashlight had 600 lumens. So if you go with either one of these, all right, they got two versions of their new flashlight. One's an 800 lumen and one is a 1100 lumen. All right, they do look different. The 1100's a little bit bigger, all right, and it has that twist focus. All right, the 800 lumen has a fixed focus lens or light, so you're not going to be able to kind of zoom in, zoom out like you can with the twist focus. All right, and it's another $10. I have no idea why Milwaukee would. I don't know anybody with two rocks in their head that is going to buy this 800 lumen light. All right, it just doesn't make sense unless they don't want a twist focus light, but then just don't twist it, just leave it the way it is. Now the big difference, guys, is again, you're going to be jumping to a 3 amp hour battery. Okay, they have it right here. You're still going to have a 3-foot micro USB cable. All right, really excited to see this light, guys. Certain lights I have no interest in, but when it comes to the flashlight, I really like that magnetic light. um, I think, some people are so expensive. Just get one of these lights. No, I like these. I like them. I'll pay the premium. All right, here we go. Here we see it. You got a twist focus. And again, 1100 lumens out of a light this size is pretty impressive. Now, the one thing I will say, and if you have their Gen 1 flashlight, you kind of know what I'm talking about. You don't get too long out of that battery. So I'm glad that they kind of upped it, but you're not going to see, you're going to see obviously better. I think it was a 2 amp hour battery that came with the Gen 1. You're going to get a 3, so, maybe 5 more minutes. But anyway, it is an improvement. All right, here is the MX. All right, new, they're saying. And I think we might finally have our power station available. All right, here's the ProPEX expansion toolkit with that pack out. So for some reason, they're giving you 2 boxes. So what do you want me to do for $449? You're giving me a hard case. That hard case is not going to fit inside this pack out box. Very weird. Very unacceptable. Here's the 6 amp hour batteries. $400 for 4. So not a bad deal, guys. Really. You're looking at around, what, $75 a battery, $74 a battery. Pretty good. 21,700 cells. Harbor Freight, I think they want $59, right, for their 5. Hercules, maybe more. All right, they got a couple new chainsaw packs. You can get a 2-pack or a 3-pack. All right. The one thing about Milwaukee's chainsaw, whatever kind of blade is on there, actually, it's a good question to be answered right now. I can tell you, because I don't think it is an Oregon chain, it goes dull very fast on the Milwaukee chainsaw. Out of any saw I've ever used in my life, the Milwaukee will go dull the quickest. I don't know. I thought maybe it was the material, but after buying a couple chains, I'm already on like my 4th chain, and it's not my go-to saw. So anyway, $16 a piece, not too bad for a chainsaw. I would go to a different chain if you want my opinion. All right, I'm gonna skip some of this stuff. You got the Rivet Tool here for $288. Here is something interesting for $500. Okay. So you got your rolling pack out, and this is what I think that we were going to see as well. Some different configurations of the pack out system without the normal, rolling box, medium box, and small box for $199. Well, $279, but going back down to $199 because I don't think they want to go down to $199 anymore. All right, so they want to kind of, I think, spread the love a little bit. So you add this up, this isn't really that bad of a deal when you go by their pricing. All right, remember, $129 at $100. So $129 for the rolling pack out box, at $100 for the cooler, you're at $229. Now add $329 for the radio. You're saving some money with this. All right, even at $300, right, $299 for the pack out radio, you're still at around $529. So you will save money with this one. All right, you will. Now you're gonna have to pack this very, very weirdly. All right, so you're gonna have to put your rolling box, then put the radio on top of it, and then put a cooler on top of your radio. And it's $500. Would you spend $500 on 2 boxes and a radio? $500 at tax, $550. I think you're gonna follow me. All right, here's a 18-volt Force Logic cordless 1/2-inch knockout tool with bonus impact driver and step bits for $2,300. Here is the brad nailer with an 8 amp hour battery. This is the last tool you want to use an 8 amp hour battery with. All right, you don't need all that extra weight, guys. You don't even need the 6. If you're going to use the 6, you might as well use the 8 because they're the same size. Slip on a 2, slip on a 3. If you want some, maybe you're going through some harder material, slap a 3 high output on there, but you don't need this. Now here's a $1,000 kit. All right, so you got rid of your recip, but they added a router and they added a blower, but they also added $400, well, $300 to the price point. Or you can get the jigsaw with the screw gun for $1,007. All right, here is the stubby impact with the surge with 2 3s. Wow. Here's the new shockwave set with the pack out system. All right, we talked about that the other day. Here's a 10-inch chainsaw. All right, so this is for the pole saw. $29, the pole saw. Again, we don't talk about it enough. And there's really 2 great ones. The Walt, which is significantly cheaper, has an 8-inch bar. Really like that one. But the Milwaukee also is a great pole saw. It is a powerful, just as powerful as the gas, if you want my opinion. And the chains are pretty cheap. $477. All right, so we just wanted to show you about the red lithium lights. Here's another one. We saw these already. I went over these already, so I don't want to spend too much more time on these. Look at this, brand new. So now you can, I mean, but we know these are $159. Now I got mine, and a lot of people like you got yours for $65 when they had the Milwaukee hack. All right, but $300 for 2, you're saving really what, $20? But at least you're saving something. The problem with a lot of these kits is you can build them yourself for cheaper. We only really saw 2. That makes sense. Here's some more. So they added some. Now you got some lights and the speaker. I mean, $1,000, and there's no way 439 people bought it. All right, here is your no days off. Someone told me this was sold out. Now maybe there's only one size left. It doesn't even tell you. Oh, it's a medium. So the medium, really, it looks like it's the only size left. This is a nice little deal. So you got the 3/8 and the 1/4 inch. All right. But you're still not saving money there. And if I keep going with this, here's that 10-inch 3-pack. So you can get that as well for $45, and you got 3 chains. Now, did this price come down? $469. Here's your 1/2-inch, $349, and here's your 7.5-inch circular saw. Your brushless, not a fuel. All right, so it's pretty much a lot of the same stuff. Maybe we can find something new, but we'll save that. So red lithium lights, guys, are now available. Peace.